Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Felony, back again with another Webull video. Today, we're going to be diving into the new updated platform that allows futures trading. Today, I'm going to be breaking down how to set up your desktop app to efficiently trade futures along with what you need to actually trade them. Without further ado, let's get into it. So here we are, we're at the main page of Webull. Everything else is essentially the same in terms of the markets, the stocks aspect, along with everything else, including account, etc., etc. What I really want to focus on today is setting up your desktop app to be able to trade futures efficiently along with knowing what you need to trade them. So first things first here, this is my setup. I know there's a lot of blank space around here because right now I'm using my bigger monitor and I keep this on a smaller monitor. That's why there's a lot of space. So you guys can use the same exact layout, just obviously adjust it to your monitor size. What we have here and what I encourage you have on your Webull Futures desktop app to trade futures. One, you gotta have the ladder, right? Super easy to use, easy to get in, easy to get out. You're also gonna set up the Turbo Trader, as you can see here. This is gonna allow you to have one click in, one click out access via these buttons. As you guys can see, I can get in at the ask, get out at the bid, get in at the bid if I'm going short, get out at the ask if I want to buy it back, right? So this is super efficient to easily get in and easily get out. Same thing here with my orders and positions. I have a flatten button in case it's an emergency I need to get out, and then I have an overview of the position I'm in with my orders and positions tab down here, and another close at market in case of an emergency. Ladder here is honestly my favorite. I like to set orders on the ladder to get filled at specific prices. Say for example, if I'm looking at a long position at say 19,000, I'll go down here, I'll set a bid order at 19,000. So if we wick down, I'll get filled on that position. That is how I use the ladder. Super easy to use. You can set a stop loss and a take profit in the same order. You can adjust it by percentage to trail behind your entry for futures, which is super helpful, especially for newer traders. I like to use mental stops, which are kept off of the chart and honestly based off of my level system. Down here, I'm going to have my watch list. I have 4 names on here because I usually only trade ES and NQ. You're going to notice there's 2 different ones. There's going to be ESU, which is the mini. This is essentially the large account version for ES. Then you're going to have MES, which is a micro version of ES that's geared more towards smaller accounts. Same thing with NQ. You're going to have NQ, which is essentially geared towards larger accounts, with MNQ being more focused towards smaller accounts. What I really want to talk about though today with you guys is 1, setting it up so you guys can trade efficiently, and 2, knowing what you need to trade them. So this is what you should have along with positions and orders so you can manage your position when you're inside of them. I keep a trusty dusty clock up here because I have severely bad ADHD and I like to know what time it is just to keep myself mindful. And of course I have a chart so I can see what's going on here. The cool thing about futures is everything is so efficient here on Webull. If I want to enter a trade, I can enter the trade right on the chart. I can click buy here. It's going to get me in immediately. I'm going to go ahead and enter a trade right now just for the sake of the video. This is not a real setup. I'm just doing it for you guys. It's my own real money. It's a real account. As you guys can see, I'm up 434 bucks on the day. I'm just going to do this for the purpose of the video. So let's say, for example, I want to enter a trade. I would click buy the ask. As you can see, my order popped up on the chart and it popped up down here letting me know that I'm long right now in this position, right? For those that don't understand how futures work, if you want to enter a futures positions long, meaning you're entering a bullish position, you're going to buy to enter, right? And if you want to exit that long position, you're going to sell to exit, right? But if you want to enter a short position, right, you're going to sell to enter. You're going to buy to exit. Okay, so a long position, let me write this out for you guys. A long position, you're going to buy to enter and sell to exit. For a short position, you are going to do the opposite. You're going to sell to enter and buy to exit. A little bit confusing, might take time for you to get used to, but that is how you enter long or short on futures. You buy to enter long, you sell to exit long. You sell to enter short, and you buy to exit short. That is how you execute futures in terms of entering a long position or a short position. So right now I'm long on NQ. This is not a real trade. I mean, obviously it's my real account and a real trade, but it's not a real technical setup. I'm just entering for the purpose of the video. And with that being said, if I want to manage this trade, right, I can manage it on the ladder. So if I want to get out, I can go to, say, for example, I want to sell at 1950. I can put a sell limit there. And if it goes up to 19,050, I'll get filled, right? If I want to buy another one at, say, for example, 19,000, right? I can go over here to the ladder. I can click 19,000 and it's going to keep an order there waiting for me. So if it comes down to 19,000, I'll be able to get filled. You also can manage an active trade on the chart as you guys see here. So if I want to set a stop loss and a take profit, I'm going to click that little button and it's going to show me. So if I want to set my target to 19,160, I'm going to do that. If I want to set my stop loss to below 19,000, I'm going to do that. Hit confirm. Everything's going to be good to go. And now, as you guys can see here, I have my stop and my target on the chart. I can walk away. I can go enjoy my day. I have my risk to reward planned out. Everything's good to go. Risk-free, stress-free, go about my day. And this is the beauty of trading futures. You don't have to worry about the complication of Greeks, data, IV. You're good to go. Enter, set your stop and target, and rock out, right? So here we are in a position right now. I have my stop set. I have my target set. If I want to exit this trade, let's say before my stop or my target, I'm going to cancel these orders, and then I'm just going to hit flatten. And that's going to immediately exit me from my positions, right? Now I'm not in any positions. If I want to re-enter a position, say for example short, as I stated with you guys, I'm going to sell one at the bid. And that's going to get me into a short position. And you're going to notice down here it says -1 because that means I sold a contract short. So now I don't really have that contract. I'm just borrowing it. So if I want to get out of this, I'm going to buy it back and I would pocket the premium in terms of difference, or I would lose the premium in terms of difference. So in that case, I think I lost like $4. Completely fine. This is to show you guys how to properly execute futures on Webull, right? So now that you guys know how to enter, when to enter in terms of buying the ask, selling the bid, going long, going short, let's get into what you need to actually trade futures. So let's go to the quote side over here. And what I really want to talk about is the margin requirement. So with Webull, you got to have a minimum of $1,000 in your account to trade futures, right? But that does not mean that you have to use that whole 1K, right? Specifically, when it comes to micros for NQ, all you need to have to enter in terms of intraday margin is $160. So you need 1K to trade futures on Webull, but when it comes to MNQ, it only costs $161.70 to enter a trade, right? Now, I want to break down to you guys how it actually moves. So as you guys can see over here, it says point value. So if you buy one contract, that'll be $161. So with the 1K account, realistically, you could buy 5 contracts. So now you have the ability to scale in if need be, or scale out if you're already in a trade, right? But the point value is how much you're going to make or lose per $1. NQ is a massive mover. It can move 40, 50, 60 points in one 5-minute candle. So point value is 2. That means every $1 that it moves equals $2. So if it goes up $10, you're going to time 10 times 2, you'll make $20. If it goes down $10, you'll lose $20, right? So whatever you're looking to trade in terms of MNQ, you'll multiply it by 2. So if you have a stop of $10, you're risking $20. If your target is 50 points away, you're going to make $100, right? So the point value is 2. That means for every $1 it moves, you make or lose $2. Intraday margin is $161.70. That means from 9 o'clock in the morning to 4 p.m. at close, if you have that 1K minimum in your account, it's only going to cost you $161.70 to enter that trade. The maintenance margin, if it's after those hours, you're going to need $2,100 in your account, right? So intraday margin is the way to go. You can trade between market open and market close. With 1K in your account, you can buy multiple contracts. You will be good to go. For those who don't know, futures trade 23/6, right? So they trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, right? Every single day essentially besides Saturday, right? Close 1 hour a day. I think it's 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. for an hour. It's 5 to 6, excuse me. They're closed 5 to 6, yes. And 6 days a week. So, extremely helpful for those that may have jobs throughout the market open, want to trade different sessions throughout the night. That's possible. But this is what you need to trade MNQ, right? Obviously, it's going to be totally different for MES. Point value here on MES is going to be $5. But obviously it moves a lot less, so it balances out in terms of volatility. So let's say, for example, you catch a $10 move on MES. That's going to make or lose 50 bucks. So if it goes up 10 points, you make 50 bucks. If it goes down 10 points, you lose 50 bucks. And that is for every $1 it moves being $5. The intraday margin here is a lot lower. It is going to be $106. So remember, you need a minimum of 1K in your account to trade futures on Webull. But between market open and market close, you only need $100 to enter the position. So with MES, you could realistically buy 6 or 7 contracts, allowing you to scale into trades and be able to manage them a little bit better with smaller capital, right? Now, the different beast is regular minis, ES, right? It moves $50 per $1. So if you catch a $10 move on ES, you're gonna make or lose 500 bucks, right? That's pretty volatile, right? NQ, that is like SPX times 10, right? It moves $20 per $1, which it moves anywhere between 40 and 60 per 5-minute candle. So you're gonna make or lose $800 to $1,000 in a 5-minute candle. Extremely volatile. That's why I encourage you guys to stay away from NQ, even stay away from ES. Just focus on the micros until you get comfortable with your system and strategy, right? But this is everything that you guys need to know to trade futures on Webull. So as of now, this far in the video, you should have your desktop app set up to efficiently trade futures on Webull. You should know exactly what you need to trade on Webull, and everything else, you'll be good to go. It's strategy-based, system-based, and execution-based. But these are the most important aspects you must know when trading futures on Webull. I think that's going to be everything, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to have another one coming out very soon because they have the big update coming. But I know this was a long-awaited video. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys. Just a quick recap. This is my setup on Webull. This is what I use to trade futures. I have my ladder, my chart, my watch list, positions and orders, my clock. You guys know the drill. In order to trade futures on Webull, you need a minimum of 1K, as I stated. Intraday margin, you're going to want to turn on when you get your futures account and you have that account above 1K, so you can trade those names like MQ, MES during market hours with minimal capital, right? Hope you guys have just enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. You guys know me, man. I'm a one-take man. Zero edits in this video. And yeah, man. Going to put out a lot more content for you guys. Be sure to follow my Instagram. Be sure to keep up with X. I'm going to be doing some free live trading soon for a whole month, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.